it's Erin from littleslovelearning.com. And today I am here to share with you why I love teaching in themes in my preschool and pre-K classes. So if you're unfamiliar, when you teach with themes, you pick a big broad topic and you're going to use that topic for a certain amount of time. Maybe it's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, totally up to you. And then all of your activities are going to be based around that theme. So you're going to pick math activities to do with that theme. You're going to pick science activities, reading and spelling, and all of it is going to be tied to that theme. Now, when you look up themes online, there are some educators who don't like using themes in their classrooms, and that's totally fine. And there are some educators who do like using themes, and that's totally fine. Everybody is different, and you have to do what is best for your students in your particular situation. But for me, I find that teaching in themes is a great way to engage my learners. So these are the themes that I like to use, just broadly. The thing I love about themes is that it can be flexible. I don't have to stick to this exact schedule. This just kind of gives me an idea of what theme I might want to teach during that certain month, but I can always follow my students' interests. I can mix and match, and I also don't have to have it be so set in stone. Not every theme has to take the same amount of time, especially if my kids are super into that theme, or maybe they're not so into that theme. We can always move more quickly. So a theme is just kind of a big, broad topic, and then there's a lot of flexibility built in. But if you can see that, these are some of the themes that I love to teach during the school year. And this download is actually a freebie on my website. I'm going to link it down below, littleslovelearning.com. You can print out the one that I have so you can see the themes I use for each month, but there's also an editable version, so you can actually change this heading up here, and then you can actually type in your own themes for each month. So if you wanted to use something like this to keep you on track, but you wanted to type in your own themes, that's great as well. So I will link this down below. But let's talk about my 5 reasons why I love teaching in themes, and then hopefully it'll give you some good information if you're trying to decide if teaching in themes is right for you. I hope this video helps. So let's get started. The first reason I love to teach in themes is because they are so interesting. They're so engaging for our little ones. If I look at this list, some of these themes I know my kids are going to be so excited about. Space, dinosaurs, nocturnal animals, even themes like Way Out West. We're talking about cowboys and cowgirls, or bugs and insects. These are things that are really, really of high interest to our preschool, pre-K, and kindergartners. And so looking at the theme list, I know that I'm going to be able to find themes that are really engaging for my students and for my kids at home. And the nice part about themes is, like I said, they don't have to be set in stone. You can follow your students' interests. You could have them vote on which theme they want to do. You can just use informal observation to see what they're most interested in, and then you can pick that theme. And you can also, like I said, use one theme for a longer amount of time if your class is really interested and they really want to dive deep in it, or another theme you might get through really quickly because they're not super interested in it. That's okay. But they're just really engaging, and they cause your little ones to be so excited about what they're learning. They're not even going to realize that they're learning because it's all done through play. What I also love is that themes expose them to new topics they might not have thought about being interested before. So one of the arguments against themes is that we should follow our students' interests, which I totally and completely agree with. I think it's really important that we're picking themes that they're interested in. However, you don't know what you don't know, right? So our little ones who have never been exposed to, let's say, a space unit, they might never pick that on their own because they don't know that it's super interesting and engaging. So it's kind of our job to expose them to these different concepts and topics, and then maybe they end up falling in love with space and they grow up to be an astronaut. Who knows? But I think it's really important that we're exposing them to different ones. I think following their interest is great, but I also think exposing them to different interests is helpful because they might find something else that they fall in love with. So themes are really engaging. You can follow your little one's interests. You can teach them for different lengths of time so you can really dive deep, or maybe you get through one fast, and they're really going to keep your students' attention. The second reason I love teaching in themes is that it connects all of our content areas together under one umbrella. So as educators, it's our responsibility to teach skills in math and literacy and STEM and social studies and art and all sorts of areas of development. So when we have a theme, it kind of keeps all of these areas underneath one umbrella. So it makes lesson planning for us easier and more effective because we can make sure everything is connected. We're picking math activities that go along with our theme that also relates to the reading activities that are going along with our theme. And then we have a STEM project that goes along with that theme, which might also tie in with our math activity. So I think it's really cool how it's all integrated together underneath that one umbrella of the theme. Oh, and I especially love how dramatic play can be changed to go along with the theme because I think it really stretches our kids' imagination when they're asked to play in different ways. For example, if you're doing a community helpers theme and you're choosing to set up a post office dramatic play, or if you're choosing to do a space theme and now you have a rocket ship and you're pretending to be astronauts, having our little ones stretch their imaginations is really cool as well. In addition, I love changing the sensory bin to go along with each theme because that also stretches their imagination and gives them a chance to play in new ways. So having that umbrella of the theme is really helpful. The third reason I love teaching in themes is that it allows our little ones to get repetition and exposure of the same skills over and over again, but in a different way. So we know as early childhood educators and as parents that it takes our little ones multiple repetitions before they're going to master a skill. For if it's practicing their ABCs or if it's counting, it's not going to happen in one day. It's going to take lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of practice. So the cool part about themes is that it just spices it up a little bit so that it's not just the same boring practice every time. So if your little one is learning how to write or form letters, instead of just having them trace the letters, during the transportation unit, they might take the car and they might trace the letter using their car. Or let's say it's during the bug unit, instead of just counting, they're counting out bugs, or they're matching the caterpillar to the butterfly and they're counting how many butterflies they have. Anytime you're adding this thematic element to these basic skills, it just increases the imagination, it increases the level of engagement, and your little ones don't even realize they're learning because it's all so much fun. They're doing it through play. And for you as the teacher or the parent, it makes planning so much more effective because you know your theme, you know the skills that you want to be teaching based on your state's curriculum standards or your pre-K exit goals if they're heading to kindergarten. So then you can build those activities using the themes. You know what skill it is, and now you can add on that play, fun, hands-on way of learning. That's what makes themes so awesome. The fourth thing I love about teaching in themes is that it helps our little ones learn more about the world around them. So depending on the theme you pick, maybe you're picking a theme to go along with the season or the holiday that's celebrated in your area, or if you're picking a STEM or social studies type theme, you are helping your little one learn more about their community, learn more about the world around them and their place in it, which I think is awesome. Teaching in themes also really builds background knowledge and vocabulary, which are so crucial to reading comprehension as they get older. So taking this time now to explore different topics, you can really dive deep if your little ones are interested in it. It's going to build that background knowledge and it's going to build that vocabulary, which is going to be helpful later on. So I think it's really cool to expose them to these different concepts and help them learn more about the world around them and where they fit into that world. And the fifth reason I love teaching in themes is that it really creates an authentic hands-on learning experience for our kids. So just like we've talked about in all the other examples, when you're picking a theme, you are able to pick activities that go along with that theme, that are play-based, that are hands-on, authentic because they're learning about the world around them, building that background knowledge and that vocabulary. All of this done through themes is not something that can be accomplished through a workbook or a worksheet or paper pencil activities. What we're talking about is really integrating all of this together during their day. So let's say, for example, your theme is dinosaurs. They're reading books about dinosaurs. They're doing a hands-on STEM activity about dinosaurs. They're counting dinosaur tracks. They're searching for dinosaur bones in the sensory bin. They are practicing phonemic awareness with words, dinosaur words. So they're isolating the beginning sound of dinosaur names. or they are setting up a paleontology site at the sensory bin or the dramatic play. There's so many ways that you can take that theme of dinosaurs and you can integrate it into all the different areas to create these authentic learning experiences that are meaningful and that are hands-on. That is what is going to spark the love of learning for our little ones, so much more than just a paper pencil worksheet or a workbook. Putting in the time to set up these themes is really what is going to expand their knowledge, expand their vocabulary and their background knowledge, and really, it's just super fun for them and for us too. So there you go. Those are my top 5 reasons why I love to teach using themes. I hope that information was helpful and helped you make a decision if you'd like to teach using themes as well. Now, when you head over to my website, littleslovelearning.com, you can find a page of themes and it lists all of the themes that I have activities for on my website. So no matter what theme you're teaching, you can click on the name of that theme, and then you'll have a page that has all of the activities and sensory bins and book suggestions and everything that I have for that theme. Hopefully it's helpful that it's all in one place and that you can fill in your lesson plans or you can fill in the activities you want to do with your little ones at home to go along with that theme. Like I said, I do have this free download on my website to show you all of the themes that I teach and what months I teach them in. So you can grab this for free at littleslovelearning.com. It is editable, so you can change this to fill in your own themes as well. And one more thing, I do have some printable math and literacy packs that go along with each theme. So if you are teaching a certain theme and you want to have some centers to go along with it to reinforce your math and literacy skills that you've already taught, then you can go to littleslovelearning.com. I'm going to link them down below, and you can check out each pack and all of the different math and literacy activities that go along with that theme, and hopefully they'll be helpful to you in your classroom. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can comment down below, or you can find me over on my website. I'd love to chat more with you about themes, why you use themes or why you don't use themes, and we can talk more. Until the next video, have a great day. Bye.